Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in this morning. We're about to start our Akuvox webinar in a couple of minutes. Let's just check the question panel. This is a question panel on the right side of your screen. And we're going to be using this question panel throughout the webinar to answer all of your questions and comments about the Akuvox products. So if you can locate the question panel, and if you can let us know if you can hear us loud and clear, we'll be happy to be answering all of your questions through the webinar. And at the end of the webinar, we're going to have a Q&A, and we're going to have a space to answer all of your questions. Ms. Silva, Mr. Silva, thank you so much. All right, so I think in 1 minute, we'll be starting our webinar.
Okay.
So I think now it will be a good time to start. So thank you everyone for joining in this morning to our webinar from Akuvox, global leader of cloud-based video intercoms, smart intercoms for smart homes. For our today's webinar, our panelist is Justin Chen. He'll be our panelist for today's webinar. And also we have Miguel Ruiz, who is our engineer from Epcom. So any question, he will be answering through the question panel. Justin, good morning.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. This is Justin from Akuvox sales team. And today we also have my colleague, Shirley from tech support team joining this meeting. First, thank you so much for attending today's meeting to hear the introduction of our company profile and products. To sum up, my presentation will cover 5 parts. 说一下页。下页。Okay. My presentation will cover 5 parts. First, some background information about Akuvox. The Akuvox company, as the industry leader in smart living technology, Sorry about that. I think there is some internet unable here. Okay, so as the industry leader in smart living technology, we design, develop, and supply smart intercom and smart home solutions for global mid to high-end markets. And 下一页。Our mission is to improve people's lives with better communication, greater security, and more convenience. All over the world, we have more than 3 million devices installed and more than 1.5 million families served. 下一页。The reason why we can achieve such a progress in such a short time is that we stand on the shoulder of a giant, which is our parent company, StarNet. StarNet is the leading ICT solution provider in China with 1.6 billion annual turnover. And StarNet is the #1 in UC and VoIP area in China, and #1 in thin client area in Asian Pacific. Also, it occupies the 3rd place in the field of POS systems in the world. 下一页。We pay much attention to R&D part, so we have more than 70% R&D personnel, and we put 20% of our revenue invested in R&D. 下一页。Our Akuvox products have been shipped to more than 110 countries and regions all over the world, adapting to diverse standards, environments, and climates. We measure up to stringent quality requirements of mid to high-end markets. 下一页。So this is what I just said. Our products and solutions have been shipped to more than 110 countries and regions all over the world. And you can see from this map that the darker the blue color is, the greater market presence Akuvox has achieved. 下一页。下一页。So benefited from smart intercom concept, we have been able to launch a comprehensive product portfolio: door phone, indoor monitor, access control, Android video phone, two-wire IP intercom, and the software and cloud service as well. And you can see from these pictures. 下一页。I will go deeper about these products later. 下一页。Shirley, 下一页。Shirley. Okay, so these are some worldwide projects, successful projects all over the world. You can see from these pictures, we have successful projects deployed in Manhattan, USA, Florida, California, and also in South America. We have successful projects in Peru and Argentina and so on. We have multiple solutions based on our comprehensive product portfolio. So I'm gonna go deeper about this part. First is our smart office solution. First, you can see from if you walk in front of the main entrance, there is an intercom, a door phone E16, and you can talk to a receptionist or a staff in this building using our app Smart Plus, or the receptionist can use the R49, which is the Android IP phone. There's a slip camera on that, and it supports two-way communication, which means the person in front of the main entrance can see the person, or say receptionist in front of the front desk, and the person in the front desk can see the person in front of the main entrance. And when you walk to the speed gate, there is an access control A05, and you can just use the facial recognition to get the access to the speed gate. Then to the elevator, we also have an access control AO series, and the access control, the elevator controller EC32. It can support up to 32 floors controlling, and after you walk to a specific floor, there you stand in front of a glass door or a meeting room. You also have a AO series, like AO3 access control, and then you can just swipe the card and get the access to the room. In the property management office, the property manager can use our software or the property manager app Smart Plus to check the log and the open activity of the users, and also open the door for the visitors. 下一页。And the highlights are we have all-in-one remote management portal, and we have powerful app with smart unlocking ways and high clarity communication. The flexible entry options including NFC, Bluetooth, facial recognition, RF cards, and we have complete integration with Akuvox on-elevator access control, and seamless integration with other systems in smart office scenarios. And just ignore the last one, it's for the US market. 下一页。 休息一下也。Here are some related products in the solutions I just talked about. First, A01. It has toughened glass and aluminum alloy, and it supports RFID and NFC unlocking ways. And here is a A02. It's also touch keypad. The only difference between the A02 and A01 is that the A02 has a touch keypad. And for the others, it's just the same as A01. That's the main difference between these two. And we also have A03, and it's in the next slide. It's the only difference between A03 and A01 is that A03 supports a Bluetooth unlocking. 下一页。Okay. So A03, here we comes the A03. It's just look the same as A01, but it supports the Bluetooth mobile access. And here also comes the R49G, which is the Android IP phone. It has a 7 inches touch screen and runs an Android 9 system. It supports video call, just as I said. There's a flip camera on it, and you can just do a two-way communication. We also have A094. It has 8-port interfaces for relay out and 4-port interfaces for vegan readers. It supports controlling up to 4 doors. For EC33, it is our elevator control. It can control up to 32 floors, and with an optional extension to 64 floors. 下一页。Here we have the Akuvox door foam X915S. It has a 8 inches touchscreen and dual cameras. The unlocking methods include QR code scanning, facial recognition, and so on. And it also runs Android 9 system. And also there's a highlight. It is IK10, which means it has the highest level in this industry to resistant from the physical damage. And here comes the X912S. It has a 4 inches touch screen. The main differences between X912 and X915 is that X912 supports wave to unlock, which is it's more like a Bluetooth control. If you Bluetooth connecting to this device and you walk close to this device, you can just wave in front of the device to unlock the door. And it also has a sensitive touch keypad. These two are the main differences between X912 and X915. And for the others, like the unlocking ways, like QR code scanning, facial recognition, just the same. And also IK10. 下一页。We also have a smart residential solution. Here I will talk about the community first. Just look at this picture. Say you're in a very big community, and there is a door foam just in front of the gate of this community, and you can use this door foam to talk with the resident. Like say you are a visitor, and you can use the door phone to talk with a resident of this community. And resident, if with a indoor monitor, he can just control the door phone in his indoor monitor, or if he doesn't have a indoor monitor, he can just use his Smart Plus app to talk to a visitor in front of the door phone and open the door for him. And also you can install a door phone in front of the front door and also in front in the back door. Also, there is a property manager who can use our property management web interface, especially designed for property manager. He can, just as I said, he can check the logging activity and check add users in this community or delete users. He can control the tenants moving and move out, and also he can use the guard form as I just introduced it. He can use the guard form to do a two-way communication with the person in front of the door form in front of the gate. So that's basically the community solution. 下一页. We also have a solution for single family that is much simpler. You can just install a door phone in front of the front door and just one indoor monitor in your room, or no matter how many indoor monitors you want to use for your room. Like say if you have 3 rooms or 4 rooms, you can install like 4 indoor monitors in each room, and you can get access, get control to the door phone by connecting this two. And also there can be no need for an indoor monitor because we have our cloud and the Smart Plus app. Just the same as the community solution, you can use the Smart Plus to do to all the features the indoor monitors can achieve. 下一页. So the features include built-in SIP server for better communication and all-in-one management system. We have mobile app for video calls and door access. And we have virtual key for temporary access, like the temporary QR code. You can give it to a visitor, and he can just use the temporary QR code to get access. And there's a offline push notification. We also have alarm notification and motion alert. 好，下一页. Here are some related products. For the community solution, we recommend this world's smartest Android door phone X916. It has a 13 inches LCD screen, and it has dual cameras. The main one is a Starlight, and it supports QR code scanning, facial recognition, and so on. It also runs Android 9 system. Just as I said, it supports multiple access control, including RFID, NFC, Bluetooth, and so on. 下一页. And we also have R29C for the multifamily solution. It has a 7 inches touchscreen, dual cameras, also runs Android system, and it also supports multiple access control, including facial recognition, RFID, NFC. Here are some highlights of R29C. 下一页. Here comes with the R20A for the single family solution. You can see from this picture, it's slim and with only one physical button. It also supports RFID and NFC unlocking ways, and it's just for the single family solution. 好，下一页。E12 is just similar with the R20A, but the main difference between them is that the R20A has two relay out, but this one, E12, also only has one relay out. And this one, E12, supports Wi-Fi, but it's optional. So this one supports Wi-Fi connection. And it's plastic. Supports also RFID and NFC unlocking ways. We also have our indoor monitors, C313, C315, and C319. You can see from this call sheet, the C313 is a budget-friendly indoor monitor with all the features you may want for a indoor monitor. It runs a Linux system, and it's optional Wi-Fi connection, and it has a 7 inches touchscreen. And the C315 looks just the same as C313. It also has a 7 inches LCD, and but it runs a Android 6 system. For C319, it's for the smart home solution. It runs Android 9 system, and also optional Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Its LCD size is 10 inches. 好，下一页。So for some old buildings or say old houses, we also provide two-wire solutions for those traditional two-wire systems. Because for some old buildings and old apartments, they just want some two-wire systems fitted into his two-wire system. So we have R20A2 supports two-wire transmission. And for the others, the features and the appearance, they are just the same as R20A, but it supports two-wire solutions. And C313W2, it's our indoor monitor. It also supports two-wire solution, and it can fit perfectly into two-wire systems. And just as R20A, for the others, for the features, for the appearance, it's just the same as C313W, but it can fit into a two-wire solution. 下一页. Okay, so here we have two-wire IP network switch, NS-2. It has 6 pairs of two-wire port and powered by 48 voltage or 24 voltage DC. It needs a real mounting installation, and it can just, it is a IP network switch, so it can just give the network to the two-wire systems. Here, the NC-2, it's a two-wire network converter. It just transmitted the Ethernet to two-wire converter, and it has a PoE output, which means it can transmit the two-wire solutions, two-wire systems, and connecting to all of the door form with a PoE. Say the X915, R29, they just has a PoE, and they can use this NC-2 and feed into a two-wire system. But to be advise that it should be working with NS-2. You should buy a pair so that it can work. The NC-2 and NS-2, they need to work together. So for the cloud, I'm going to talk about our cloud pricing. 下一页。这里下一页。So we have multiple levels. The very first level is administrator, which is Akuvox, is us. We do the system maintenance and device firmware management. And the second one is distributor, which is Intercom. They create installer accounts. And the third one is installer or community manager. You can help end users set up or remove devices and make firmware upgrade schedules. The very last level is user and property manager. They can create Smart Plus accounts for families, and they can manage access. 下一页。So here are some highlights of our system. You can add and delete end user and modify user information. Also, you can add modify device of a user. You can add and delete a device and check latest firmware version. Also upgrade device firmware. So we call it an all-in-one management portal. 下一页。So we can manage all properties centrally and remotely. So this is a web-based management portal. We can manage the indoor monitor, the access control, door phone, guard phone, whatever. We can do like create new resident accounts, set up motion alert, create group messages, manage community public devices, and so on. So this is what we can do in the property management portal. 下一页。And the property manager also is able to assign PIN to multiple roles. Say there is a delivery man, there is a like gardening, and whatever visitors, the property manager can assign temporarily pins or just pins to delivery people and community staff, etc. And he can also control the time that these people can enter this building or this community. He can just, manage the time and the days of the week these people can get the access. 下一页。And say if there is some emergency announcement or just some basic news, whatever, say there is a gas bill, the property management wants to inform a specific room, he can just send by his system like a gas bill, like an electricity bill directly to that room, say room 102, like your electricity bill is due. He can just send this message to this room and inform him of this bill. 下一页。So as I said, we have a flexible selection of intercom devices. Our smart door phone and indoor monitor that meet various applications and budgets of property manager. You can always find the proper device you want. 好，下一页。下一页. Okay. So there is a immense convenience of using our app. The Smart Plus can do offline push notification, makes you always home, and it can easily call your family members without phone bills. Also, flexibility manage the access time and access point via 3 access methods, including temporary keys, RF cards, and private keys. 下一页. So you can see from this first picture is the user interface of our app, Smart Plus. We have intuitive Smart Plus requiring little to no training to use. Everybody can get this get access to this app easily, and we do video calls with and door opening for visitors anywhere. We can also do video preview and a live view of who and what at the door front through the video call. 下一页. And there is a great sense of security. You can set up the image capture and instant alert when motion detection is triggered on outdoor station. You can also release temporarily virtual key limited by allowing time periods, and access points. 下一页. Here, let me introduce our support channels. We have multiple support channels. The first one is ticket system, and it is always preferred. If you have some technical problems or questions, you can just submit your question to our ticket system, and the website is just as the following. Also, you can email to our sales and tech support team. The first one, second one, whoever. For third one, if you use instant message, we support Skype and WeChat for any emergency message or like a request. The fourth, the most important one is we have a e-learning platform. And it is always recommended for anyone new to Akuvox. You can do self-learning on this platform. There are multiple free courses offered on this platform. And after you finish all the courses and pass all the exam, you can get a certification offered by Akuvox. Then you will become a CAP, which is Certified Akuvox Partner. So the website is listed here. The fifth is Akuvox Forum. You can just talk and just do whatever you want on this forum and talk with other users also using Akuvox system. And that one is Akuvox knowledge base. Just to clarify, for the fourth e-learning system, you need to just send us Akuvox your company name, your full name, and your email address, and our tech support team will help just create an account for you. So for the last one, knowledge base, you can find the cost sheet, the guide of all of the devices on the knowledge base. 下一页. So my colleague Shirley will cover this part.
Okay, so this is Shirley speaking. Now I introduce across device, the diagram, wiring, and installation. And so the first is our access control unit. For its wiring, it supports the wagon ports, so it can connect with the wagon car reader to connect with the third-party access control system. The next, it has the doorbell input ports, which can connect with the access button. Also, it supports the relay output ports to connect with the door lock. For the power supply method, it has two methods to pull up. The first is can power by the PoE, and the next it can power by the 12 external power adapter. Okay, so next we will introduce about Akuvox door phone wiring. It's the same. It's similar with Akuvox access unit. The difference is it supports the RS-485, which can connect with the lift control devices. The other, it can also power by PoE and adapter. Also, it supports the wagon output to connect with the party wagon system. And also, it has the two relay output to connect with the door lock. Now, this is R29, which is similar with the R28. It also has the wagon output, dope input ports, and RS-485 ports to connect with the lift control system. But the main difference, it has the three different relay output to connect with the three door locks. So you can use R29 to control the three different gates. Okay, now is our Akuvox indoor monitor wiring. And okay, the most difference with the door phone, it has the I/O ports from I/O1 to I/O8. They can connect to different sensors such as gas sensors, fire sensor, water sensors. When those sensors are triggered, our indoor monitor will play the alarm siren sound and also send notification to the party system, like to send message to the program manager, and also make a call out to notify the users or the staffs there are something dangerous happen. Okay. The other ports, they can also support power by PoE or 12 adapter. The next, it can support RS-485 to connect with the lift control system. For the doorbell input, it can connect with the doorbell. The next, it also has the relay output ports, which can support to connect the door locks. Okay, let's back to adjusting part.
So I'm gonna talk about the cloud portal. 下一页。下一页了吗？这里下一页了吗？这边怎么还是OK OK。So here, just as I talked just now, you can sign up for Akuvox e-learning and knowledge base. Just to clarify, you don't need to sign up for knowledge base. You can just go on this website, knowledge.akuvox.com, and you can use this website. No need for logging. But for the e-learning system, you need to send us the full name, your company name, also your email address, and then you can just get the access to this platform. 下一页。So here comes the Q&A part. Thank you so much for listening. And do you have any questions?
Thank you, Justin. Yes, we are going to wait a couple of minutes. If someone have a question, I will let you know, okay?
Okay.
When you were talking, I received like just a couple of questions, but I already answered by the question panel. That was easy questions. And right now, we don't have any questions. Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much for sharing this valuable information about Akuvox. And thank you, everyone, for your time this morning. Let us know about your next project. We have our support team at Epcom ready to help you. Also, Akuvox team, you already saw all the emails, but you can send us an email.
Sure.
As we mentioned, this webinar will be sent you to your email. Justin, Shirley, thank you so much for your time. I know it's already time to go to sleep for you.
It's okay.
So for other clients, please keep checking our website and social media for more information and our weekly webinars. And thanks again for your time this morning and have a great day. Justin, Shirley, thank you so much.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for attending today's meeting.
Okay, I have just a comment here for a client. Yes, Gustavo, we have distribution, so you can send to your sales representative to more information. Or in Spanish, Gustavo. Claro que sí, si gustas mandarme un correo, miguel.ruiz@epcom.net y aquí te enviamos la información. Justin, Shirley, have a great night. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.